Time to call Jersey Central, join the conversation online, and be a part of WCTC's real-time talk. Like 1450 WCTC on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at 1450 WCTC. Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
Think we could listen to the radio or something?
On the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
It's 8:08. Welcome to hour number 3 of Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. It's Bert. How are you? Sometime between now and 8:30, we'll hear the voice of Somerset Patriots manager emeritus Sparky Lyle. 14th caller to the contest line when you hear Sparky is going to win a family 4-pack of tickets to an upcoming Somerset Patriots game. The game on June 8th at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. So listen for Sparky at some time over the next 21 or 22 minutes or so. 14th caller to the contest line will win the tickets. Let me welcome in some special guests who are joining me on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline today. Recently had the opportunity to attend a live event with the great group CoLAB Arts that they did in Highland Park, and they have another event that is coming up in the next few days. So I want to kind of get the guys from Highland Park and from CoLAB Arts, on the show this morning to talk about the event that's coming up. First, let's say hello to Dan Swern, who is the producing director of CoLAB Arts. And Dan, good morning. Good to talk to you.
Good morning, Bert. Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Sure. And also joining us today from CoLAB Arts, we have Dusty Ballard, who was in too. Dusty, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
Great to speak to you guys. Dan, have we talked before? Have you been on WCTC through the State Theater and Kelly Blythe and their weekly radio show? I could have sworn we've talked before.
We haven't. After we met that evening, I felt so embarrassed that I emailed Kelly right afterwards. Just like, is Bert Barron the DJ? Yeah, I felt really stupid about that.
I thought so. That's all right. No sweat. Well, for folks that may have missed our previous conversation, can you just give us a brief overview of what CoLAB Arts is all about?
Yeah, CoLAB Arts is based out of New Brunswick, New Jersey, and our mission is to engage artists with social advocates to create new work. And we do that through commissioning artists to be embedded with different organizations, but we also do that through various platforms for community involvement and community storytelling. One of those projects is called the VOM Story Slam, which is what Dusty co-curates for us.
Yes, and that was the one that I attended. Dusty, you had hosted the night at Pino's there in Highland Park, where I attended my first Story Slam. I got to tell you, I didn't know what to expect going into it, but I got to admit I had a terrific time, and the way you just kind of kept the program moving right along was very entertaining, I must say.
Oh, thank you so much. We had such a great time. We heard so many different stories from so many different people. That night, the theme was escape, so everyone who arrived told a different story on that theme, somehow connected to it, and it was really a beautiful night of incredible stories of different experiences.
It was a lot of fun, and my friend who I went with was, I don't know, she was a little shy, and she had a great story, too. I'll have to tell you guys off the air. She had an amazing story, but she didn't want to share it, so but I'll let you guys know what her story was another time. As far as... what's that?
That's our mutual friend.
Yes, exactly. Right. Who wants to talk about the event that's coming up on June 3rd, the Who is My Neighbor program that's going on? Dusty or Dan, you want to talk about that? Who wants to cover that?
Dusty, you're working on that project, right?
Yes, on June 3rd, we are doing a reading of the Laramie Project. The Laramie Project is a play written by the Tectonic Theater Company. This play was written back in the 1990s after the tragic events that occurred in Laramie, Wyoming, surrounding Matthew Shepard, who was a young gay man who was beaten to death. And so the Tectonic Theater Company traveled from New York to Laramie, Wyoming, and they interviewed everyone around surrounding that event about what happened and all the effects of it and how it affected the entire community. And so after they wrote this theater piece based on those interviews, they presented it in New York, and then it just sort of like found its way throughout all of America. And this year, many theater companies all over America are a part of what's called the Laramie Project, and they're doing readings of this play, and the support is also, and all the part of the money that is being raised through these readings is also to support the victims of the Pulse shooting down in Orlando.
Wow. And where is this event happening on June 3rd, Dusty? Where's the location?
This is happening in New Brunswick at the First Reformed Church.
Okay. All right. So that's...
sorry, just to clarify, it's happening at the Reformed Church of Highland Park. Church of Highland Park.
Sorry.
Reformed Church of Highland Park. All right. It's June 3rd, beginning at 7 p.m. And just kind of you can purchase tickets or just kind of attend this night of, just kind of walk on up?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Just come on in.
Best way. Okay. All right. Then that's happening on June 3rd, beginning at 7 o'clock. When's the next, Dan, when is the next Story Slam coming up? Do you have a schedule handy as to when you're going to do that again?
Yeah, we're taking the summer off.
Okay.
And the next Story Slam is going to be September 14th when we get back after Labor Day. We actually just wrapped up a second slam. We do regular community slams in addition to the big story slams at Pino's in Highland Park, where we go into a community, whether it be place-based or issue-based. And Dusty and my co-producer and Dusty's co-curator, John Keller, will go in and do storytelling workshops with individuals from the community. And we did one with the Latino neighborhood in New Brunswick called the Esperanza neighborhood. And we put up a mobile stage and we set it up in the alley behind Las Casuelas, a Mexican restaurant there. And we had an unveiling of a big public art project, a big mural we did on that block that we just wrapped up a couple of weeks ago.
That's great. You guys are doing some great community work with these programs that you're staging. So like I said, I went to one. I had such a great time. Now I can't wait for the next one. But thank you guys for the time and great work that you're doing. Before we wrap up, Dan, where can people go to get more details on CoLAB and see what you guys are all about?
Absolutely. Our website is CoLAB, CoLAB-arts, arts.org. And then stay tuned. In about a week or so, we'll be posting a new video. We just had a big video production of us done on State of the Arts on NJTV.
Oh, wow.
And we'll be posting that online.
Awesome. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for that. But thank you guys for the time. And I know this was a reschedule from a previous interview, but thank you both for making yourself available. First, Dusty, thank you to you. I appreciate your time, and I can't wait to come to another event that you're hosting, all right?
Absolutely. I look forward to seeing you again, Bert.
All right. Thank you very much. And Dan, thank you so much. Good to speak with you again, and keep up the great work with CoLAB, all right?
Thank you so much, Bert. We'll talk soon. Take care.
You bet. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. All right. The guys from CoLAB Arts here on Jersey.